Hey everyone, hope you're all having a solid day today. For this week's review, let's travel back to the late 1950s for some good old drive-in fun, shall we? The 1950s was an amazing decade for creature films, with one or two coming out each year. One major trope of the decade, and one that I happen to enjoy, was Hollywood using real animals walking around miniature sets, as well as putting them in front of green screens so they appear giant, like the film Tarantula, for example. But the movie I'm reviewing does at least the walking around miniature sets part. Say hello to the giant GILA monster from 1959. The plot of this movie is as straightforward as you can possibly get. In a small, and I mean hella small town in Texas, everyone's dealing with the usual medical shit, going out, having fun, fixing up cars until people and livestock start going missing, and the cause is, you guessed it, a big ass lizard. The people in this movie are all just average everyday folks that are likable enough, except for this one asshole that I really wish while watching this movie would get eaten at some point. Like, I hate this character. He's such a dick throughout most of the movie until literally the last like 3 minutes. Like, doesn't it suck some major ass when there's a character in a movie that you want to die and they don't? Now, there's more to talk about with the lizard than the people here. First off, despite the movie's title, the lizard used in this movie isn't even a Gila monster at all. Apparently, it's a Mexican beaded lizard, but I mean, it's easy to see why they used that instead of a Gila because Gilas are actually poisonous, and the beaded lizard looks similar enough to a Gila, so probably the filmmakers back then thought that nobody would notice. But the movie does a good job showing how massive this thing is when it's shown crawling around the miniature sets. But the issue that I have with this movie as a whole, and this is my only issue with it, is that it's all too obvious that the scenes with the lizard were filmed separately and all the scenes with the people were filmed separately. Take, for example, the 1960 remake of The Lost World. Notice in this screenshot here, you have the real lizard, green screen composited with the actor. I really wish Giant Gila Monster did this because, yes, like I said, the movie does a good job at showing the size of the Gila around the miniature sets, but putting it up against the people would have made it would have made this movie better for me if they worked a little more on that. But special effects wise, the movie's pretty decent. Sorry, that was kind of weird. My voice kind of. Okay, I don't know what that was. Sorry about that, folks. But the effects are decent when the lizard wrecks shit, especially the bit where it derails what's clearly a little toy model train there. And the movie hypes it up like it's Bigfoot or some shit because they make it seem like it can live in the woods for years and not be seen and grow to some massive size when in real life Gilas only grow to be like 2 feet long. There's also a small mention that it could be a prehistoric animal, which I really wish it was. Lastly, the lizard does get a pretty good amount of screen time. The movie's only an hour and 14 minutes long, and from 17 minutes in towards the end of the movie, they show the lizard a lot, so that's another plus that this movie gets. Overall, this movie's an okay watch at best. It's an alright creature movie with a good setup, but just needed to have more added to it. Do I recommend this? Well, that depends on your preference of creature films. Whether you like bigger budget stuff like Pacific Rim and Jurassic Park, or you're just a B movie fan like myself. I give Giant Gila Monster a 3 out of 5. Now, some people may not know this, but in 2012, B-movie director Jim Wynorski actually did a remake of this movie simply titled Gila. It follows the exact same beats as the 1959 film here, but it goes more into detail with the people, and it utilizes the lizard a lot more. And to be honest, I prefer the remake over the original. Don't get me wrong, I enjoy the original 1959 film here. I just like the 2012 remake more. Well, folks, thank you all for watching this review. Please be sure to like, share, and please consider subscribing. Also, come follow me on my Instagram at Megalania2023. And for all you artists out there, come watch me on DeviantArt at Dimensiosaur2022. Links are somewhere on my YouTube page here. You'll find them. So, have a good day, everybody, and see you all in the next review.